against the wall. But you are a strong person, so baby keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop you, honey. So look up your pretty, just stand tall. You won't stay
Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for another video here on LAVI Program. My name is Lavender. I'm your virtual life coach, and here on this channel we are manifesting realities one change at a time. Today is our next self-reflection Saturday video, and we're doing this for April 5th. This video is pre-recorded, but I wanted to get ahead of the game, y'all, because I've been trying to put more content out there. And for today's topic, the video that we'll be discussing will be strengths, qualities, and character traits. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Y'all get comfortable. All right, here we go. What are personal strengths? Personal strengths are our built-in capacities for particular ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. This can include intellectual abilities, creative talents, physiological aspects, responsive factors, life management or navigation, and even sociability. Strengths are commonly cultivated through frequent practice and execution. So, personal strengths. So when I think about my personal strengths, if I'm thinking about holistically or all around overall, some of my personal strengths that I'm really proud about is my intellectual ability. I think I have a great intellectual capacity when it comes to different topics, different subjects, especially when it comes to people, me knowing people. Also, I would say I'm a great cook. I'm great at writing. I do creative writing, poetry. I write songs. I do sing. It's not something that I've been diving into too much lately, but I do still write music as well. Just haven't recorded anything in a while. Some other personal strengths, I would say that I'm a great mother and grandmother. Yes, I might not look like it, but your girl is the grandmama. I'm a nana. But, but yes, I think I am very family oriented, and I think I am great at tending to children and helping them to cultivate themselves, their individual selves and who they are unapologetically, and letting them know and understand that it's okay to be different. There's value in diversity. There's strength in diversity as well. Some other strengths, I would say that I'm great with my words. I know how to articulate myself very well. What else? I would say I'm great with time management. That's another strength for me. And I'm growing my strength as far as how to do my makeup. Don't have makeup on right now today. But I'm learning how to do makeup. Don't do a full face. It's more so just a little bit here and there, but it'll be a splash. But I don't typically do full face makeup. Okay, so next thing is, what are personal qualities? So personal qualities are the inherent traits and characteristics that make you unique and shape your behavior and interactions. They include the characteristics, attributes, or personality traits that define who we are, including variables like our values, character, and the way we interact with others. Some examples include your work ethic, such as adaptability, initiative, diligence. It can also include interpersonal aspects, so like empathy, compassion, communication skills, teamwork. It can also include character traits, such as honesty, trustworthy, integrity, reliability, family-oriented. And it can also include attitude, such as optimism, resilience, positivity, resolution-based focus, and having a growth mindset. So I got some little discussion prompts down here that I want to kind of highlight in this video. So the first one says, what are your strengths and qualities? So on this self-reflection Saturday, let's ask ourselves, ask yourself, what are your strengths and qualities? What are some things that you're good at? What are some things you take pride in about yourself? And, it's good to remind yourself of those things because even though, yes, it's easy for us to point out all the negatives, sometimes it can be a little difficult to point out the positive aspects of ourselves. So it's always great to remind yourself about these things so that you can kind of balance things out cognitively when you're looking at either yourself or your quality of life, as well as others as well. So discussion number 2. How do these strengths and qualities help you in your career, relationships, and home life? So they are interchangeable. Something that you might be strong in when it comes to your career, you might not be as strong in when it comes to your home life. Or something that you are strong in when it comes to your relationship, it might not be really a strength that you use at work, So they are interchangeable at times, but sometimes our strengths can vary from setting to setting. So the third discussion question says, where do these strengths and qualities derive from? Now, there are different ways in which people may inherit different types of strengths and qualities, and not all of them may be good. So some aspects might be past trauma. Some past traumas may have taught or conditioned people to develop certain strengths and qualities, perhaps maybe as a survival method, something that was necessary in order for them to still be here today. Strengths and qualities can also derive from different accomplishments, things that you've accomplished that have taught you, along the way. Personal experiences, idols, other people who you might idolize or you somehow have some type of, what's the word, y'all? Some type of fanatic viewpoint or that you celebrate, like a celebrity you're a fan of. You might see that this individual has a strength or a quality that you might like, and it might, motivate you to want to work toward having that same type of quality or trait for yourself, adopting that for yourself. And it can also, strength and qualities can also derive from being self-taught out of interest. So, maybe things like learning a new language or, I don't know, just for the sake of it, you wanted to learn some historical information about something, and now you're this top-notch expert about, this historical thing. So that can, occur as far as developing personal strengths and qualities. They can derive from those type of aspects. All right, discussion number 4. Are there any strengths or qualities that you would like to enhance even more? This is something great to reflect on because, even though we might be good at something, there might be something we want to get a little better at, such as I might be good at cooking, but maybe, I want to surprise family at some type of family gathering or some type of Sunday dinner, and I want to learn a new recipe, or learn a new dish. Well, that's something that I would have to put the effort in, towards doing if it's something that I want to execute effectively. Now, might it be just as good as it looked like it would be the first go around? No, but again, if it's something that I want to learn, it's something I want to strengthen, then, cooking or baking or whatever, you just keep practicing it. And then before you know it, you kind of get your own kind of niche to it where you're tweaking it according to how you like it. It's showing aspects of you. Discussion number 5. How would this promote self-enhancement moving forward? So, of course, learning new things, acquiring more information can definitely open new doors of opportunity that maybe if you didn't, or if you lacked that information or that skill or that capability, this door of opportunity may have never been open. So it can definitely help with self-enhancement moving forward. And, it's great to sit back and reflect on that and kind of ask yourself, what are some new strengths? What are some new qualities that maybe I've gathered along the way? How can I incorporate this into my future moving forward, or into my plans that I have for myself moving forward? How does this help me to better achieve that effectively, and be able to sustain even what I already have? So discussion number 6. What are some strengths and qualities observed in others that you would like to cultivate into your own life? Which I kind of just went over this. But yeah, you might see people who you have a really great deal of respect for, or, who you have on, I hate to say it, but maybe some type of pedestal, where it's something about this person that you see them you see them in high regard. And you might want to take on some of those things on your own. As for myself, just to be transparent, my grandmother, who's now passed away, but she was someone who I greatly respected. Now, while there might have been some things in her history growing up that I never, saw or witnessed from her, it may have given other people a different viewpoint of her. But the woman that I knew within my time of her being present, as far back as I can go, she was an upstanding individual. She definitely was someone who cared about her family. She helped others. She was even a Girl Scout leader, So she was always in the community. She was definitely helping people, even down to her career. She helped people. So she's someone who her strengths and qualities, her strong willedness. I think I've definitely inherited that from her, as well as being someone who's not afraid to go out and pursue things that I want or that I feel like might help to improve me or my life in some way. Because again, I understand that it's on me, and she definitely taught me that. All right, and so lastly, discussion number 7 says, how might doing so how might cultivating these new strengths and qualities that you've observed from others, how might doing so influence self-perception, self-worth, and motivation? So, again, acquiring these things, like the example I said about my grandmother, acquiring the strengths and qualities that I saw from her and then incorporating them into my own life, it has definitely sculpted me into being the woman that I feel like I am today, as far as my empathetic nature, my ability to not only astutely observe how others feel and what they're going through, but also being someone willing to help them. Definitely having healthy boundaries, understanding that I can't have a savior complex, but still understanding that everybody needs somebody at some time, and perhaps this might have just been the time where I ran across this individual who could actually use help from me for me to do that. And not just letting that moment pass by. Alright, y'all, well, this is the end of the video. This one's a little shorter. If you are someone who would like a personable session with me, all of the booking details are down in the description box. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to making more content for you all. Definitely use this information to do you all's Saturday self-reflection and shadow work, because at the end of the day, again, it is our responsibility to make sure that we are manifesting the realities that we want for ourselves, to make sure that we are making the changes that we need to make for ourselves, and making sure that we do not put off our personal responsibilities and obligations on others, because healing is our job. No one is coming to save you. Be the hero in your own story. You are the master of your fate. If you don't like it, change it. Do something about it. Let's not just sit back and complain about it. So when you're ready to do the work, I'm here. I'm waiting on you. All right, y'all. Let's get to work. Happy Saturday.